I had a meeting with a business owner some time ago, and it was all scheduled, all booked in the diary, in the calendar, this sort of thing. Got there, and I walked into his office, and he sat there, literally, head in hands, looking at this balance sheet, set of accounts, P&L, shaking his head, and just wondering what the heck was going on. And before we started having a conversation about anything, he said, "What do you make of this? This is, I don't get it, I don't understand it. Looks all over the place." And what it was, that his gross margin in his accounts was not what he expected it to be. It was a lot lower than he expected it to be. And he just trying to figure out why. He couldn't figure out whether it was the materials, the content, the labor, or whatever it was going to be, but he couldn't figure out why it was lower. So we had a look at it. And turns out he'd made the classic mistake, and it was the mistake, the confusion between markup and margin. So if I buy that rocket for £10, dollars, euros, and I sell it for €15, what's the margin and what's the markup? Well, the markup is 50%, 10 to 15. I've added 50% to it, but the margin is only a third, 33.3%, because it's £5, €5, $5 profit taken as a percentage of the sale value. Margin is the profit expressed as a percentage of sale. Margin is the profit expressed as a percentage of the cost. And it's so easy to get it wrong, because people, when they're doing the pricing, they get a product, they add a markup to it, but they forget their accounts don't reflect markup. The accounts reflect margins, the other way around. So be real careful when you're doing your pricing. You can use markup for raising the prices and setting your pricing policy. It's easier in a lot of ways. But be careful. For example, let's say extreme. I had that, I mark it up by 100%. £10 becomes £20 sale figure. Markup 100%, margin 50%. Exactly. Now, when it goes wrong is, let's imagine I mark this up by 10%. So £10 becomes £11. What's the margin on that? Well, it's still a pound, 1/11th. It gets a lot closer the lower the markup becomes. Big markup's easy, because the margin and markup, they spread. But when you've got low markup, margin and markup become more closely aligned. This is where the percentages work. So in the accounts, even if you're applying a light markup to something, the margin will be similar, but only slightly, easy to miss it, basically. So check it out. How's your pricing? Are you marking up? Are you applying margin? Do you understand what the difference is? Check it out. A lot of people get it wrong. It's easily done, especially in retail, especially in manufacturing, when you're applying add-on cost to things. So margin is the profit expressed as a percentage of the sale figure. Markup is the profit expressed as a percentage of the sale. When they get smaller, they align almost. The bigger they are, the more they diverge. Just be careful with it. It's an easy mistake to make. Check out our website, resultsrulesok.com, more materials, documents, and workshops, and hope to see you at one of our events soon. Take care now.